guys, it is Elisa here, or the Diamond Stitcher as I go by on YouTube and Instagram. Hello, good morning or good afternoon, whatever time of day it is you are watching this video. I hope you are having a wonderful one. If you are new to my channel, first off, welcome. I'm happy you found me, and I hope you would consider subscribing and stick around for all things diamond painting. And if you are returning, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. I have a different kind of video today. I have a little bit of a post review of a new product that I recently unboxed from Diamond Art Club. I sat down and I finished it that same day, and here we are ready to review it. I am also going to try something with this diamond painting. I'm going to try to seal it. I'm not too certain how it's going to turn out. I am going to wing it. I've not tried this before, but I feel like because I live in a house of pets, I do need to seal this, and I think a lot of people probably would want to see how it turns out if it is sealed. Now, this is a new product from Diamond Art Club. As I said, it's a new Christmas stocking with the Christmas tree picture on the front here, and I'm going to bring it up here so you can see. The diamonds in this kit are all special diamonds, and we do have a couple new ones. We've got some teardrops in the middle of the star up here. We've got some ovals as the baubles there. We've got some crystals as the lights. We've got two different shades of green for the Christmas tree itself. We've got some other color fairy dust diamonds down here in the presents as well. The two AB colors are the red and the blue. The specials are, of course, different kind of crystals. We've got the orange crystals as the lights, and then the rest of the colors are all fairy dust. So it's a total special diamond kit. Somebody did ask me what I thought about the quality of this Christmas stocking. I think it's amazing. I think it's great. I'm actually surprised. It's a thick fabric. I don't know how much it will hold, but it's a fair size stocking, I would say. The red is like a velveteen. I don't know if you can see the sheen on the camera, but it's like velvet, and then this is nice and white. I think it's a great quality stocking. I really do. That is my honest opinion. I'm not just saying that. How was this product to place diamonds? It was a little bit difficult because you don't have like a hard background. You have soft plush canvas type material that you are diamond painting on. So in that regard, it was a little different, but it wasn't hard. And for this diamond painting, just the way the diamonds are set, they're not like in rows like typical diamond paintings. So this entire thing I single placed, and I think it turned out really good. They did have guide circles, or like you could see where to put the diamonds, and I think the diamonds covered them well. I'm not seeing any guide circles peeking out at all, or any numbers or any symbols peeking out. So I think they did a great job in charting that. I think it turned out really nice. Now, you can see the sheen on the Christmas tree, so that's all the excess glue that's on there. They did try their best, especially in the presents here, to only have the glue on the diamond field, but there is a little bit of excess, and when you have pets, pet hair can float and stick to even the littlest tiny bit of glue. So in the Christmas tree part where all the green is, there is a lot of exposed glue there. My cat is a long hair cat, so I probably would be safe just leaving it, but I did want to try this, as I said, because I feel like quite a few people would want to know how this turns out. I think a lot of people have short-haired cats and dogs that shed, and you wouldn't want this to be covered in animal hair as it's hanging up for the Christmas season. So I'm not going to tip this jar because I've already popped the lid off because I needed to use a knife to pop it off. But what it is Minwax polyacrylic, and I'll pull this up so you can see the writing. I will show you the container, or like the side view. Once I'm done, I'll close the lid, hammer it shut, and come back and show you what it looks like. It is just an 8-ounce can. I've had this for 3 years. I'm pretty sure since the beginning I started diamond painting. I've only used it a handful of times, so it is still quite full. It is a clear top coat, and it's in the clear gloss formula. You don't want to use anything other than clear gloss, otherwise it's going to dull your diamond painting surface. You can even use this on regular diamond paintings to seal them as well. And it is a water-based top coat, so you don't need to mix it at all. You don't need to dilute it. It comes as it is, and you use it as it is. What I'm going to use to place it is this foam brush. I usually use the foam brush for painting my borders, but I had an extra one, and I thought it's going to be tricky, honestly, I think, to get this top coat where I want it. I could use a paint brush, but I figured I could use the kind of corner of this and I think it will do the job. Again, I'm just flying by the seat of my pants here. I am going to roll this up a little bit because I don't want to get any of that top coat on there, and I'm going to start from the top and go down so my hand is not resting in it. I also have a wet rag beside me to wipe off any excess if I accidentally get it on the red and I want to wipe it off. I recommend having that towel handy. But otherwise, I am just going to dive right in and we are going to take a look and see if I can do this properly. So I'm just going to dip the edges in it, and I usually try to wipe off the excess on the side. You really only need a thin coat. Really, where you want it to sit is between the diamonds. It doesn't matter if it's on top of the diamonds, but you want it to cover the glue so the glue is no longer sticky. So I'm going to start on this star, and I might go quiet as I try to do this, and I know the angle might not be the best for you guys to see, but I hope that nevertheless you get the idea. So I'm just going to start, and I'm just going to dab it where the glue is. And you can cover the diamonds in this as well. Again, I'm just going to use small amounts and I'm going to go very slowly. And you're essentially just painting it on, just like paint on a canvas. And you want to let it dry. When I've sealed diamond paintings before, I only put one coat on. You don't really need two coats. And what I will sometimes do is after I've gotten my layer down, I will go over top of it with a wet rag and wipe it off the tops of the diamonds because you don't really need it there. Where you want it, as I said, is between the diamonds, covering up that glue. So this, it looks like I got most of it here. Let me pull it up, see if it focuses. I do have it on the yellow part, and it did spread really nicely, actually. A little bit on that red, but I can just do that. It is sticky. Again, I guess it's like kind of like a varnish, right? Or I shouldn't say kind of, I think it is a varnish, but again, I'm just taking, where's my camera? Here it is. I'm just dipping the very corner of this foam brush in there, touching the edge of the container just to get some of the excess off, and then I'm just going over, I'm doing it diamond by diamond so I don't miss anything, but I want to get it between the glue. And I want to make sure I don't get any on the red. It's just probably going to dry. Now it should dry, it will dry clear on the drill field, but I'm not sure if it's on fabric, if it will dry white. So that, again, I'm going to be the guinea pig for you guys. And a little bit does go a long way. Like I've got quite a bit on here. I probably don't need to dip it for a while. I actually could drag some over. I'm going to soak some up with the other side and drag it over here. Again, you just need a thin layer to really cover that glue so you're not getting, you don't need like a river. You don't need to create a river or a lake of sealer. You just need a very thin layer. It's just going to protect that glue from dust and pet hair. Now this, I'm going to have to probably let this dry for a little bit. And I'm not sure how long it's going to take because it is on a fabric instead of a normal canvas. Usually when I do a diamond painting canvas, the sealer does work pretty darn quickly. And if I need to go over it for a second coat somewhere, I can. Again, if you can you see? Yeah, you can kind of see. I'm just dabbing it over the area, and I can tell, like, it does look milky when it goes down. Maybe through the camera you can't quite tell, but like if you look in this area, you can see it looks a little bit milky, and that's how it is when you put it down, but it does dry clear. And again, if you don't like the look of it, if you feel like it takes the sparkle off the diamonds, before it completely dries, you can wipe it off of the diamonds. Again, you just want it where the glue is anyway. So in my experience, when I've sealed a regular diamond painting, I personally don't think this kind of sealer, this specific brand that I'm using, does sparkle at all. I do not recommend using Mod Podge for anything. You have to dilute that one, and even so, it yellows and cracks over time, so it essentially ruins your diamond painting project. So this is the only sealer I've used and that I recommend. I've based my recommendation too on a lot of others when I was new to diamond painting. This was the sealer that everybody recommended you use for the exact reasons I said. This is actually going a lot better than I anticipated. I thought I might hit some snags, but because I'm using the very corner of this brush, it's actually working pretty well. And I'm just going kind of section by section so I don't miss any area. I'm kind of following the black outline that they have on the Christmas tree. And I'm kind of going around the red diamonds. The red diamonds cover up the glue pretty nicely, like pretty consistently, so I don't really need it around there. Mostly the problem is the green part of this diamond painting project, just because that's where a lot of the exposed glue is. Let me know if you picked up one of these Christmas stockings. I believe they also have a reindeer one that they were on sale at the same time. Let me know if you got both or did you get one. I think this is a great project for kids. I think it would be a good Christmas present or even a birthday present for Christmas so they could hang it up by Christmas time. Very easy to follow. The diamonds came numbered, so you just matched up the numbers on the project with the numbers on the diamond bags. And it worked up really quickly. It probably took me maybe half an hour to do it, maybe 45 minutes, just because it was single placed. And I was trying to place it really nicely so I didn't have any of the symbols or numbers show through. So I was a little bit more careful, but yeah, I would say 30 to 45 minutes if I had to guess. Now I am going to do, even though the glue is not on the entire present, I am going to do it just so it's a cohesive look, because some of it might be shiny, and if I don't do the whole thing, then it's going to look uneven. You might notice that it bubbles too when you put it down. Those bubbles will dissipate as it dries. I'm going to do the same thing for the blue. I'm going to pull it across just so it's cohesive. It's not really needed there, but I don't think it's going to hurt. And then what I will do is I will let this dry for a while, and then I'll come back and finish off. We'll take a look at what it looks like and give our final thoughts. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you've picked up one of these. Are you planning on sealing it as well? Did that even cross your mind? Hopefully this turns out well, and then you guys have I do the experiment for you. You don't have to ruin your projects if you don't like what it looks like. Again, I'm only using it with this sealer, so if you're using another sealer, the results could be totally different. Please do remember that. Now, did I miss? I did miss this section over here, so let's do that. Did I do up there? No, I didn't. I think they got their Christmas releases starting early this year. I know a lot of people talk about Christmas in July, and I think there are some diamond painting events about Christmas in July, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't seen any advertisement this year, but I'm also not participating in events this year. For friends that host events, I've been kind of following along and maybe posting a couple whips, but I never enter for the prizes or anything like that. I just like watching people build community, build friendships, and watch the whips and the progress photos. And of course, cheer friends on that are doing events, especially if it's their first event. Let me know if you are participating. If there are any Christmas in July events, let me know about it. I'd be honored to check it out and take a look at everybody's whips. I'm somebody who usually doesn't work on Christmas stuff until Christmas. Probably November and December is when I pull out my Christmas stuff. Now, as I said, I do have a wet rag here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go over the red diamonds because I don't need any sealer on the red diamonds. Not that it doesn't look bad or anything, it's just not cohesive, so I'm going to wipe it off. And again, if you don't want the sealer on the tops of the diamonds, then you can wipe it off there as well. But honestly, if I pull this up, like right now, I'm not noticing any difference in the sparkle. It looks just as sparkly as it was. So I'm not going to wipe the diamonds off of this one because I don't want to get this product more wet than it already is, even though it's a damp rag. But I think it's going to turn out just fine like this. So I'm going to put this aside, let it dry, and I will be back. Okay guys, we are back here. So I let this dry for about 15 minutes and it feels pretty darn dry to me. Now first, before I forget, I want to show you this. So this is the type of sealer that I use. It's called Minwax Polyacrylic Clear Top Coat, and here you want to make sure you get the clear gloss version, nothing else, otherwise it may dull your sparkle. This is an 8-ounce can. This is going to last me many years to come. Again, when you are sealing anything, you only need one very thin layer. You don't need to, you know, put it on very thick. Let's take a look at our stocking. So here it is close up. I think it looks beautiful. The sealer is dry. You can you see if I tilt it? Yeah, you can see that shine on those presents. So I made sure that the sealer went over all of the presents so that it was all shiny. That way it looks very cohesive. I think it turned out great. It's between the glue is no longer sticky. That sealer worked very well. And for me, I don't think it took the sparkle away at all. I mean, it's hard to show it through the camera, but in person I can assure you it is still very sparkly. That's why this is the one sealer that I recommend. Overall, this project was really fun to do. I think it would be a great project for kids. They may need some help in the end with sealing it, but even for adults, this is a good novelty item. It's fun. I am going to save it and hang it up this holiday season, and maybe I'll purchase the other one so me and my husband both have a cool diamond art stocking that match. Let me know if you picked up one of the stockings or one of the other Christmas novelty items that they came out with this past week. Let me know if you were waiting for somebody to actually finish it and perhaps seal it before you decided to purchase it. I can assure you, if you use this sealer that I use, and I will try and link it from Amazon US and Canada in the description box of my video, but all you have to do is search Minwax Polyacrylic Clear Gloss on your Amazon. That's where I got it. I don't know if you can find it in stores, but again, this is the 8-ounce can, or 236 milliliters. Worked really well, didn't dull the sparkle. I used my foam brush, just the corner of it, to dab it on all over the area. I didn't get any on the red fabric. It stayed where I wanted it, and it looks amazing. I am super happy. I can't wait to see what other novelty items Diamond Art Club has up their sleeves this year. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know if you picked it up. If you are new to my channel and you haven't yet subscribed, I would absolutely love to have you. It is completely free to subscribe. All you have to do is click that subscribe button. You can also click the notification bell to be notified when I do post new videos. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you head out. And until next time, happy diamond painting, you guys. Bye!